care for nothing here below.
Ah, well, my heart's not made of stone, you know.
All your desires mount heavenward, I'm sure, in scorn of all that's earthly and impure.
A love of heavenly beauty does not preclude proper love of earthly poultry. Our senses are quite rightly captivated by perfect works our Maker has created. Some glory clings to all that heaven has made. In you all heaven's marvels are displayed. On that fair face, such beauties have been lavished. The eyes are dazzled and the heart is ravished. How could I look on you, O fairest creature, and not adore the author of all nature? Our love, both passionate and pure for you, is triumph of self-portraiture. I abide your judgment, and as you think best, I shall be even miserable. Oh,
Your declarations are most gallant, sir, but don't you think it's a bit out of character? You'd have done better to restrain your passion before you speak in such a fashion. It ill becomes a pious man like you.
I may be pious, but I am human too. With your celestial charms, a man has not power to be wise. How could I look on you? How? My eyes, my sighs, have told you in the past what now my lips make bold at last. And if in your great goodness you are deemed to look upon your slave and ease his pain, and if in compassion you will stoop down to comfort my unworthiness, I'll raise to you, in thanks for that sweet manner, an endless hymn and infinite hosanna. With me, of course. There need be no anxiety, no fear of scandal, no notoriety. These young court gallants, whom all the ladies fancy, are vain in speech and acts rash and chancy. When they succeed in love, the world soon knows it. No favours granted them, but they soon disclose it. The loosest of their tongues profane the very altar where their hearts are laid. Men of my sort, however, love discreetly. One can trust my reticence completely. My keen concern for my good name ensures the absolute security of yours. In short, I offer you, my dear Omid, love without scandal, pleasure without fear.
I've heard your well-turned speeches to the end, and what you urge I clearly apprehend. Aren't you afraid that I may take a notion to tell my husband of your warm devotion?
I know, dear lady, that your exceeding charity will lead your heart to pardon my temerity, that you'd excuse my violent affection as human weakness, human imperfection, and that, O fairest, you will bear in mind that I am but flesh and blood, and I am not blind.
Some women might do otherwise, perhaps, but I shall be discreet about your lapse. I'll tell my husband nothing of what has occurred if, in return, you give your solemn word to forcefully advocate the marriage of Hilaire and Marianne, renouncing all desires to dispossess another of his rightful happiness, and we
No! Please, no!
indeed bewitched to take no warning from our account of what occurred this morning.
Madame, I know a few plain facts, and one is that you are impartial to my rascal son. Hence, when he sought to make Tartuffe a victim of a base lie, you dare not contradict him. Huh, but you underplayed your part, my pet. You should have acted more angry, more upset.
When men make overtures, must we reply with righteous anger and a battle cry? Must we turn back their amorous advances with sharp reproaches and fiery glances? Myself, I find such offers merely amusing, and I make no scenes and fusses in refusing. My taste is for good-natured rectitude. I dislike the savage sort of prude which guards her virtue with teeth and claws and tears men's eyes out with the slightest cause. I have found that a cool and polite rebuff discourages a lover quite enough.
I know the facts and shall not be shaken.
I marvel at your power to be mistaken. Would it, I wonder, carry any weight with you if I were able to show you that our tale was true?
Show me.
Yes.
Rot!
Ah, come, what if I found a way to make you see the facts plain as day?
Nonsense.
Do answer me and don't be absurd. I'm not now asking you to trust my word. Suppose that from some hiding place in here, you were able to learn the whole sad truth by eye and ear. What would you say of your good friend after that?
Why, I'd say nothing but Jehoshaphat. It can't be true.
You've been too long deceived, and I'm quite tired of being disbelieved. Come now, let's put my statements to the test, and we shall see the truth made manifest. The fault can surely not be placed to me.
Madam, the fault is mine if fault there be at all. And...
Oh! Go open that door and peek out. I wouldn't want my husband poking about.
Why talk about the man? Each day he grows more gullible. One could lead him from the nose. If he saw us here tonight, it would fill him with delight. And if he saw the worst, he would doubt his sight.
Nevertheless, go out in the hall for a minute and make sure no one's in it.
That man's a perfect monster, I must admit.
What's coming out so soon? How premature! Get back in hiding and wait until you're sure, I guess. Stay till the end and make sure everything is proved concretely.
I'll be true. I owe an explanation. But not to you.
Yeah!
Sir, all is well. Rest easy and be grateful. We serve a prince who all sham is hateful. A prince who sees into our inmost hearts and not be fooled by any of these tricksters' arts. His royal soul, though generous and human, views all things with discernment and acumen. His royal sovereign is not lightly swayed, and his judgments are discreetly weighed. He honors righteous men of every kind, yet his zeal for virtue is not blind, nor does his love for piety numb his wits and make him tolerant of hypocrites. The king soon recognized Tartuffe as one notorious by name, who committed so many crimes that one could fill 10 volumes and be writing still. But to be brief, our sovereign was appalled by the treachery that this man, which he called the last worst villainy of a vile career, and bade me follow the impostor here to see how gross his impudence could be and force him to restore your property. By the king's commands, I hereby seize these papers. Into your hands.